to sense the surrounding. I feel the breeze tickle my head, the sweet, musky scent of trees. We humans see, hear, and sense at the same location. Where? On Earth. Earth provides us life and resources, but our home is currently battling against a rare condition of rising temperature, and I call this climate change. Here is a reminder that awareness is not the same thing as understanding. Okay, let's dive into the issue. Here we see Earth surrounded by a gray layer known as the atmosphere. Underneath that layer, we see greenhouse gases like water vapor, carbon dioxide, and more. These gases let the sunlight in. However, when too many greenhouse gases are produced, more heat gets trapped and increases the global temperature. Climate change has been caused by the release of excessive carbon dioxide, or CO2. CO2 is a primary greenhouse gas that increases global temperature. But how do we exactly know whether the CO2 level is rising, steady, or decreasing? I introduce a scientist named Charles David Keeling. In 1958, Dr. Charles Keeling started measuring the amount of CO2 present by taking air samples from a Hawaiian volcano. His discovery led to a phenomenon known as the Keeling curve. This curve maps the ongoing change in the level of CO2 concentration. Multiple zigzags show the annual rise of CO2. One zigzag, as shown in the red box, shows the seasonal cycle of CO2. So what is the Keeling curve trying to convey? In spring-summer, CO2 levels decrease. This is due to plant growing by taking CO2 in the process of photosynthesis. However, in the fall-winter, CO2 level increase as CO2 is released by the plant as they decay. Despite the fluctuation, the key takeaway from Keeling curve is that the CO2 level has been rising throughout the year. However, how does the CO2 level rise, and who is it to blame? Keeling curve aware us that human activity increases the burning of fossil fuel that is in the form of CO2 gas. Inappropriate industry, unnecessary transportation, and excessive usage of electricity release fossil fuel. Hence, our reckless action heats up the Earth's temperature and leads to extreme weather conditions. The Keeling curve also has a limitation. CO2 relies on other natural factors, so it's demanding to know the actual cause. There's uncertainty in the future CO2 level prediction. However, this can change depending on how we act from now on. Habit tips to fewer heater and air conditioner, using more carpools, and unplugging appliances can lower the release of fossil fuel. Understanding the Keeling curve increases our awareness of climate change. Our smarter action can help Earth conquer this climate crisis and be able to embrace the warm breeze and the scent of the musky, sweet trees.